I'm Shweta, and I'm a certified facilitator with Access Consciousness, and I've recently started hashtag Money Workbook Diaries. And why did I do that? Because Money Workbook is something that has actually been shifting a lot in my life. Well, I bought the Money Workbook a long time ago and it was lying on my shelf, read it a couple of times over a period of a few months, and then facilitated a couple of classes online. But recently, in the last couple of months, when I facilitated it and done it myself, it kind of just went boom. So much has been changing with this workbook. And of course, the Advanced Money Workbook too, but we'll come to that later. So, for all of you who are not familiar with Access Consciousness, please go Google it. And if there's anything, you're welcome to ask questions, post comments here or on the Daily Business Veggies WhatsApp group, or send me a personal message, whatever works for you. But here I am sharing a few of the amazing tools of the How to Become Money Workbook by Gary Douglas, founder of Access Consciousness. And I am in such gratitude for Access Consciousness, for Gary, for Dane, both of who are founder and co-founder of Access Consciousness, because they talk about these simple things which all of us are actually aware of, because the moment I say them, you'll know they're true. At least I did when I heard them. And it might take a few times for you to actually get to what we're talking about here, but well, when you do, and only if it's light for you, you can start to ask your own questions. You can start to see your own points of view. So let's start with the first one. All right. So a great tool is interesting point of view. And the whole concept here is about what does your point of view create for you? Well, actually, everything. Your point of view is what creates your whole life, your whole reality. And when you can see what are the points of views that create lack for you, particularly with regards to money, because money is such a significant thing in this reality. It becomes serious talk, it becomes struggle, it becomes, I don't know, so many things when you just talk about money. And particularly when I talk about ease with money, because when I used to hear it the first few times, I was like, really, what are you talking about? I hadn't even considered that money was a concept I had to consider. So how many of you think you know everything about money, think you don't know anything about money, think that money is easy, think that money is hard, money is a struggle, money is super cool, that you're like awesome with money? Any and all of these, including the positive points of views that you think are super cool, are the points of views about money. Those are judgments. And what happens with a judgment is that nothing that doesn't match that judgment can come into your reality. So, for example, if you have a point of view of, oh, money is so significant, what have you created with is significance around money? And then everything becomes serious, significant as soon as the conversation about money starts, because that is your whole point of view. That is where, that is the source of which, that is the source actually from which you're creating your reality with money. And that is just one point of view. So, how many points of views you have that actually create your reality with money? And well, really, is anything real? Because have you seen people create money with ease? Have you seen people create difficulty with money? Have you seen people who can't spend money easily, even if they have lots in their lockers, in their banks, and their almirahs, wherever, but they can't spend it? And have you seen people who have a lot of money but will just lose it with as much ease as it comes in? So there are all sorts of things going on around you. Now, which one is your reality? Which one would you like to create? And the great thing about Access is that it says that you create your own reality. So what if with every point of view that you have about money, that you delete? Well, if it's working for you, you can hang on to it. That's fine. Nobody's forcing you to let go of any point of view. But when you start looking at, all right, what does money mean to me? What is money? And look at all the answers that come up when I ask you, what is money? And those are the kind of, the highlighters, the pinpointers of which will tell you, um, okay, this is the point of view that is creating my reality. If I have the point of view that money comes with great difficulty, is that what I'm creating in my life? That money is coming with great difficulty. That money goes out easier than it comes in. Is that what I'm creating in my life? With my business, with my relationships, everything, because everything is interconnected. There's nothing that is independent of the other. Your whole reality is kind of intertwined It is not like you have relationships separate, body separate, your health separate, and your money situation different. Is it not interlinked? Like when you don't get enough money, do you get cranky? Does it affect your body? Does it, and you lose out your temper on a loved one or a friend or a spouse or your kids or your parents? Does it affect your relationship too? So, well, money is connected to everything in this reality. Call it the unfortunate part or the fortunate part. So, everywhere that you've created significance with money, will you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, or nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And this is the clearing statement that we use, which is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. And you can go to theclearingstatement.com if you haven't heard about it, or just start looking at, even if you don't want to use the clearing statement, if you just start looking at, okay, what are the points of views I'm operating from that are creating this money situation in my life? It's just a situation, it's not a problem, but we call it a problem. So, more about problems and situations later, but just start looking at, all right, what point of view do I have, which is a judgment actually, okay, that is creating my monetary reality. And then what would it take for me to change? And that is your tool for today. And that is what I was talking about when I was talking about points of views and being interesting point of view with everything. An interesting point of view is another tool that will come up. We talk about in the next video. So please start looking at what this creates for you. And if you have not yet got the money workbook, it's available on Kindle, it's available on Amazon, it's available on the Access Consciousness website. It's called the How to Become Money Workbook by Gary Douglas. Please pick it up, start doing the workbook. You'll start to see the points of views that you have. For now, just play with, what does money mean to me? What is money to me? Okay, play with that. Let me know what changes, what shows up, and see you again very soon.